This is the breakfast show, the midday talk with myself, Usanili Siwe. And yes, I am not alone today in studio. I am with AJMAC, business partners or business founders. And yes, it is 10 minutes past the hour of 1 today, the 5th of August 2022. And we are on 20 degrees Celsius here in PE. Welcome to the midday talk. JJ and Crystal.
Thank you very much for having us.
Here. Oh, yes. I am so excited to host you today, this day. And yes, that was Sese and Bebe, and they were saying grace. And it is a beautiful day here in PA at Gouws, and we are about to start our interview with AJ Maintenance and Construction. And my first question is that why the name AJMAC? What does AJ stands for?
Okay, the A stands for my daughter, Alexia, and J is for Johannes. My name is Johannes Jacobus.
Yeah,
that's everyone calls me JJ.
Oh yes.
So I made the business AJ because there's too many JJs.
Oh yeah.
In South Africa, actually.
Indeed.
So there's a lot of JJ maintenance, JJ construction, So I made it AJ. And Mack means maintenance and construction. So shortly, it's AJMAC.
Oh wow, what a brilliant idea of naming your business. And I believe there are listeners who tuned in because you invited them, and I would like to give you an opportunity to send a shout out to them if there are any.
Thank you very much for listening in to our story today about AJMAC. We just want to thank Shanae.
Yes.
Knutzer of Pam Golding. She supports us. She gives us a lot of work.
Oh, yeah.
She has supported us for many years with providing work and stuff. And
we also want to
friends, family.
Yes. I want to thank J&B Power in Durban as well for using us in the tender.
For the new metro.
For the new metro that we renovated for them.
Oh, yes, we're going to get deeper onto that. And shortly, I just want to read the biography of their business or the background of their business. So today we are having AJMAC, which is a construction, maintenance, and spike control company in the building and power factor sector, and operates in Port Elizabeth, Western Cape, and surrounding areas. The company was registered in 2016 as a private company after being owner-operated over the last 28 years. Wow. AJMAC has built an exceptionally strong reputation within both domestic and commercial markets based on outstanding service, quality, and workmanship. You can check out, they've worked with Mercantile Hospital, Wood City Clinic Care, and so many more. You name them. And all the work is supervised personally and by experienced foremen. And just shortly, I think you just mentioned that you were working with New Metro, which is the cinema in Boardwalk. And I would like to know, Ogoti, how has it been like working in a project like that and working with New Metro?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
When we got there, we looked at the place and it was all round. Everything was built round.
Yeah.
And so they gave us the plans and all that, and we started breaking out walls and offices and all that. And, And like you can see on the pictures, I don't know if you have it on your website.
Yes.
How beautiful it came out on the end. And it was really... God was in control. I must say God was in control because we made deadline. So in the beginning, they gave us work, and while we were working, they gave us more. They says, you have to come and do a quote here. We must take this wall out or rebuild this wall or do the painting here.
Quote,
So on the end of the day, we went through about 4 to 5.
Yeah.
times more than we quoted.
So within the deadline of the first
and still
quote.
in the deadline.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was a great
That's
project.
why I say God was in control,
Indeed,
not man.
indeed, it can only take God to pull all that out. And even before we talk about some of the projects that you did, firstly, how did you land into entrepreneurship in the first place? I mean, it's been over 28 years, like 28 years back. What was that one thing that made you to pursue this path of entrepreneurship?
I always had this deep feeling inside of me that I am a leader.
Oh, yeah.
And that I always want to do my own thing.
Oh, yes.
So I think that's why. And also my dad, my dad plays a big role, because since I was born, he was working.
Oh,
Since
yeah.
I had understanding, actually, he was working for himself. And he taught me everything I know today.
Wow.
With building construction, plumbing, you name it.
Oh.
He taught me that.
Oh.
And on the end of the day, now I have people working for me that sometimes I help, but most of them have their own, their knowledge of the job. But I'm always there, and I make sure that, the end product makes my clients happy.
Oh, yes. Yes, and AJMAC, talking about that business, like, can you describe your business, and also what are some of the services and products that you provide as AJMAC?
All right. Okay. First of all, we do building and construction work.
Yes.
All wet work, like brickwork.
Yeah.
Doing floors, concrete floors.
Oh, yes.
Paving, building braais, and small projects as well, like building on like a entertainment area, We do a lot of roofing, and that's why we went into in the waterproofing side.
Oh, yes.
With the fibre rubber.
With the fibre rubber. After all these years, we tested a lot of products before, and we wanted our own product.
Oh, yes.
So, So on the end of the day, fibre rubber, I believe God put it in my heart to start this fibre rubber,
Yes, and I want to ask about that, Tukuti. What is the fibre rubber, and also what does it do?
Okay. So, when you waterproof a roof.
Yes.
Okay. Normally you take membrane and close holes and parapets and all that.
Yeah.
Let's say with the sheets of meet the wall.
Yeah.
We call it a parapet. Normally you take a piece of membrane, put it over there, with they call it pop and lap, like every guy I know in maintenance.
Yeah.
But with our fibre rubber, if you have a flashing against the wall and you just take the fibre rubber and put one coat or two coats, it's up to you. One coat also works. It seals it completely.
With no membrane.
With
and
no
it contains
membrane.
fibre.
Wow.
It contains fibre inside.
That sticks to anything like tiles and asbestos, IBR, concrete, wood.
Yeah.
It sticks to everything. Also, what's a nice thing about the fibre rubber is because of the fibres, you can actually mix building sand with it. And when you mix it, you make a paste. You can fix cracks in your concrete.
Wow.
And you can. I may not say any other products' names, but it actually replaces many products. You get guys for many years that do the torch-ons. Torch-ons are very expensive on big flat roofs, like hospitals and big buildings, government buildings, flats, buildings like that. With our fibre rubber, 2 coats.
Yeah.
And it just self-level it out, and it does
affordable
the thing.
Quality product.
And it's affordable, on the end of the day, you're going to pay half. Let's say I did a tender for, I can't say the construction company's name online, but okay, I did a tender, and we with the products that the architects want us to use, we were 1.4 million rand more.
Wow.
On the end, on the total, than using fiber rubber.
Wow.
So on a 5 million rand project, you can save 1.4 million with our product, fiber rubber.
Wow.
I tested the product for 3 years before I started making it myself.
Wow. So you are selling the fiber rubber and also you're using it for your construction business.
Yes.
Wow.
I've got more to say.
Oh, yes.
Okay. With the fiber rubber, you can also mix fine grit, a very fine grit, and then you can make non-slip floors. Okay. So your balconies that we did a couple of balconies, you will also see on the photos, where the tiles were cracked. And it was leaking and seeping through into the braai areas and whatever was underneath that balcony.
Yeah.
We took one coat of fiber rubber and it just sealed it completely.
With one coat of
One
fiber
coat.
rubber.
Put fine grit with it and it's non-slip, so you can't slip on it. So you can use it for your stairs, use it for your balconies and your stoops.
Wow, wow, wow. It is indeed a good product. I hope you're listening there, wherever you are, and I recommend the fiber rubber. And I believe at the end of this interview, we're going to share the information on how one can get the fiber rubber. And yes, I'm sure you can hear, Ogoti, I have two voices here in studio. We have Crystal, and you are a married couple in business. I want to know, Ogoti, how do you manage yourselves and your family through difficult times? And also, how do you separate business from the rest of your life?
Crystal?
Yes.
I believe that to get through the bad times, you have to always see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you have to always put God first.
Yes.
Because if there's no God in your marriage or in your home life, you got nothing. God is a centerpiece and everything else will follow. And God will always look after the rest. So you just serve Him, believe in Him, stay positive, and God will look after the rest. And I believe that with us working together and doing everything together, we are soulmates and we enjoy being together.
Oh, yes.
We are probably one of few who can manage that. I know there are a lot of people can't.
Yeah.
Some people like their space, but we enjoy being together.
Oh, yes. That is so good. That is so different, though. It's not every couple that can work together in business. And let's talk about the logo of your business. What is the message that is communicated by the design? You know, looking at it and understanding that it's a construction and maintenance company, one would expect maybe to see bricks, hammers, and everything. But instead, this is what we see. So, yes, what message are you communicating with this? And can you maybe explain, maybe the colors? I don't know. What is different? What is behind all this that we see in the logo?
Okay. You see the circle?
Yeah.
In the Word of God, it says God made a circle around the earth.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So everyone inside the circle is saved.
Wow.
Right? So that's the circle, the New Jerusalem.
Wow.
The green on top there, you see the green?
Yes.
That wave there? Okay, the wave is go green.
Okay.
And we in AJ Maintenance Construction doesn't use anything
It's toxic or
that's
flammable.
toxic or flammable.
Oh, yeah.
Harmful to the environment.
And harmful against it. Yeah. So that is the green. The blue is the most important. That's the water.
Wow.
And the water
Wow.
is the Word of God.
Wow. And we cannot live
And the
without
foundation.
water. Yes. Wow, that is so profound. Like, no one could just know it without asking the founders, Goti, what is behind all this that we see. And yes, so your company was registered in 2016, right?
Yes.
And it has been operating over 28 years, which is brilliant. And also, any advice on how to keep a business going through all these years? I mean, I believe you have a lot of experience to have ran a business for over 28 years. Like, how does one keep a business running for this long?
A lot of prayer.
Yes.
Okay. There is a lesson in this. My father taught me everything I know.
Yes.
In the construction side, in having your own business, because he used to have his own business. And that's where I learned from since I was a little boy.
Okay. Yes.
And he always used to say, and I quote,
Yes.
never steal with your hands, steal with your eyes. When you steal with your eyes, you learn.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is profound. So that has been one of the things that helped you to keep this business for this long. Also, one of the things that I want to know, what age group are you employing in your business? I believe you started around 1994. If we count 28 years from now, what is the age group that you are employing in your business?
It's difficult to say. The guys that come and work with us work on probation.
Yeah.
But normally, it's contractors.
Okay.
It's guys that already skilled, okay, and they don't come in as employees. They come in as a contractor.
Okay. Yeah.
So we get the let's say I get a contract, and then I get the right guys to go in with me with this contract, and I pay them, according to the job.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe that answers the question. Also, don't forget, listeners, do interact with us. We are live on Facebook at Agape FM, and on WhatsApp, you can text us. If you have any question for the AJMAC, you can text us at 069-402-1131. If you want to ask anything, just send your questions through as we continue with our interview. And I believe throughout this 28 years and over, you surely have also been through quite a few challenges, like COVID-19 pandemic, to name a few. How have you survived through them, and what impact did it have on you as an entrepreneur? That is COVID-19, to say.
3 years ago, I cracked my leg in gym.
Yeah.
And I thought it was ligaments. And I only got like pain pills to carry on. And it just got worse, and my leg started changing color. And it went into the lockdown.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I couldn't even go to a doctor because I was alone at home.
Yeah.
Crystal wasn't in my life yet.
Oh, yeah.
I was alone. And I've been through a lot of pain. Only God, like I say, pulled me through.
Yeah.
But I prayed and I said, in that time with the COVID and the pain, I looked inside of myself. I found myself deep inside there. I'm 50 years old today.
Oh, yeah.
But I found myself actually a little bit late. But I prayed and I said, Lord, if I ever touch or kiss or make love to a woman again, please send me a wife.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, I don't want, this, how do you say, young girls or whatever running after me because I'm a rock star.
Oh, yeah.
And I have my own business, right? I want a wife. And it came to that where I was like playing little shows on how do you say, on Facebook with my phone, doing little shows and...
Yes. Oh, yes.
Anyway, and I saw her name coming up every time when I play, and that's how it happened. And then I started speaking to her, and I asked her, we're speaking on Messenger the whole time. Can't I have your telephone number? Then we can just WhatsApp and maybe call or whatever. Yeah. And when she gave me a number, her number was on my phone all the time. And it said Crystal Gym. And I remember then she was one of the gym buddies.
Wow. You've been seeing her.
Yeah, that was looking for me those years. So yeah, that's how it happened. She came after the lockdown was finished. She came down to Port Elizabeth. She was in Joburg with her daughter.
Yeah.
And that's how we met, and we're still together.
Wow.
And we're married now.
Wow. It can only take out that all happened during COVID-19.
All in COVID-19.
Oh,
and
yeah,
a lot of things happened.
Yeah.
And I was 5 months in a wheelchair. I had big operation in my leg, and she was looking after me every single day. She fed me, she bathed me, she looked after me, and that's why I married her. I asked her to get married, actually, when I just started walking, on her birthday. I asked her to get married.
That is beautiful. What a great way to find your soulmate at a time where you needed someone the most. We bless the Lord to have made this matchup or combination. And yes, enough about the sad stories of COVID-19 and the good stories of COVID-19. What are some of the highlights in your business that you would like to share with the listeners? Those proud moments that you've had running AJMAC.
Positive feedback from your customers.
And
a job well done. When you finish and you look at your end product.
Oh,
and
yes.
see a happy customer,
Yeah. Also, like even today, this morning, we finished the job off, and I saw that one of 4 of the bricks right by the front door were loose, and I just asked my guy while he was cleaning up, there's a little bit of cement left, just fill up this area here.
Yeah.
Build that little wall again, that was loose, because I was scared it's going to fall on the lady that lives there.
Oh, yeah.
And I took photos and I sent it to the landlord, and I said to her, look, I noticed this bricks are loose and I was scared it's going to fall on the tenant. And we just fixed it up there, and I showed her the photos, and she was so happy. And I said, no charge.
Oh, yes.
And you see,
just to do something from the heart. It means that satisfaction of doing something good for someone else is so much satisfaction in itself to your being.
We believe what you sow, you shall reap.
Exactly. We have this question from someone on WhatsApp, and they're asking, are there any current projects that you are working with now? Yes. Are there any projects that AJMAC is currently working on?
We don't have any projects yet.
Okay.
We just did, I think it was about 4 tenders now.
That we're waiting
so we're waiting to hear from. About 3 months ago, there was a tender. And look, my company is not as big as the, I can't say names.
Yeah.
But you can think who they are. It's not that big, you know. So my challenges, competition is huge.
It's very strong out there.
Very strong. So the tender we did, there was 47 companies in South Africa that tendered to this tender that we did.
Yeah.
And we came 3rd.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
so
is big.
Still maybe they can give us a piece out of that. We never know, but sometimes when you come 3rd, they say, hey, we can't get to this, we will give you that part, So out of 47 companies, we came 3rd. And we feel very proud of that.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Wow.
And
that was also to do with fiber rubber.
Yeah.
You see the big companies when they do big projects like, let's say the boardwalk. There's always material left. and that is most of the times where you fall short when you're a small company.
Oh yes. But you have been able to carry that project.
Yeah, we must just stay positive.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And the other person is asking that, are there any open vacancies for subcontractors at the current moment?
They must send us their details, and as soon as something comes up, we will get back to everyone if we need them.
Of course.
Just send us your details.
Oh yes. Yes, we will do share the contacts at the end of the interview. And yes, we all have visions and dreams, right? To make our goals come true. So what is your vision for the company looking forward, like in the next maybe 5 to 10 years? What is the vision for AJMAC?
Putting it out there.
Yeah, AJMAC, the vision for AJMAC is to grow.
Of course.
And the more we grow, the more people we can bless with work.
Oh, yes. Yes, to create more job opportunities. And you guys are also musicians. Wow, which is something that we think it's not really, I don't know, it's not really related to construction or whatsoever. But we want to know, Ogoti, how does that work for you? Like, how do you do music at the same time you also do construction?
All right, music is since I was a little boy, because my brothers are much older than me. Anton is 9 years older than me, and Fani is 11 years older than me, and I'm 50. I'm turning 51 in October. So when I was like 5, 6 years old, I used to listen to rock music, to Jimi Hendrix and Slade and Deep Purple and Black Sabbath and all that, and all these guitars and hard drums, it just like pulled me, and I used to grab my mom's broomsticks and jump around and play air guitar, and it was always with me, and I just always had that feeling inside of me. I've got this thing in me that wants to play. I had a dream when I was a little boy. I will never forget that dream. I dreamed when I was about 10 years old. I dreamed I had long hair, okay, right here by my stomach, and I'll show you photos of that coming through. Saw myself on this big stage with the smoke and lights and all that, and it came to pass.
Wow!
It came to pass. We played on big stages before.
Wow.
So I've got pictures to show you, like in Durban and all that.
Wow.
So the band is now called Riff Machine.
So the band now is called Riff Machine.
Play hard rock and blues rock.
Yeah. So we play hard rock, blues and rock.
The messages in our music.
So the messages, I don't know if you want to read maybe one of the songs that I wrote, because I'm a composer and songwriter. Of rock music.
Wow. We would like to hear one of those, maybe the lyrics, because I think you just mentioned there's the message behind the songs that you write.
The songs tell you exactly what I'm about, or our band is about. So if you want to read that there.
Oh, yes.
The song is called Riff Machine.
Is it the name of the band or the name of the song?
Both.
Oh, wow. So if I can read to the listeners, what I'm having here with myself here is that I am a rock prophet, your messenger. Stand up for my brothers. I love my mothers. Never a loser. I am a still horse cruiser. Midnight abuser. Rhythm. Wow, infuser. I can hear it's rhyming as I read through. Wow. When the music starts and I play my guitar, the word is king, makes me a riff machine. Wow. Would you like to maybe sing for us that shortly? What I can
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I can look. We're going to record this in this year.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll definitely come to you with you know, with the CD or,
Please.
you know, maybe on a drive.
Yeah.
And then you can decide if you want to play it.
Of course.
But if someone wants to hear some of our songs, they can just go onto our Facebook page called Riff Machine.
Riff
We
Machine.
do have a page, and we have like recordings that the people sent of our shows.
Oh, yes.
Some video clips and stuff that we put on there.
Oh, yes.
Just
Yes, that also takes us to our next question, Yogoti. How can people contact you as AJMAC and also as Riff Machine?
Okay, my telephone number is 071
Yes.
489
Yes.
2311. We also have a website, www.ajmac.co.za.
Yes.
So, you can also phone Crystal.
On 073 695 7601.
Oh, yes.
And also you can go on Facebook, like Crystal said, and
On
contact
AJ
us from
Maintenance
there.
and Construction page as well.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And you can we are on Google as well, and you can just contact us from there. All our contact details are on our pages as well.
Oh, yes. And as Riff Machine, how do we contact you?
Well, Riff Machine, we also have a page on Facebook of Riff Machine. And on Riff Machine, you can see this called the EPK.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got a full EPK as well. We didn't update it recently, but I'm going to update it soon. Because what happened was we had a drummer that's very
We
good.
have him on there. It's been about 4 or 5 months that he's been with us.
Oh, yeah.
New drummer, yeah.
So our new drummer is almost ready for the first show
Yes.
coming up. Yeah. So we also
There is
we'll
a
let-
WhatsApp button on the page as well.
yes, there's a WhatsApp.
Or you can
button.
go on Messenger and contact the band
Yeah.
there as well.
So we will let you know as well.
Oh, yes.
If we have a gig coming up soon, but I know it will be soon.
Okay, we're going to hear more about that as the week proceeds. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing the story behind AJMAC and Riff Machine. It has been a great day and interview with the both of you here.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. We really appreciate it. It was lovely
Yes.
being here.
Yes. Do you maybe have words of encouragement that you would like to leave with our listeners who tuned in? Yes.
Always believe in yourself.
Yes.
And stay positive.
Wow.
Stay positive.
What you put out there is what you're going to get back.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Stay positive. Try to keep only positive people around you.
Positive thoughts.
Positive
words.
thoughts. If you think you want to be, if you want to start your own business, just remember it doesn't start straight away. 8 months to a year, you will struggle.
And there will still be days of struggling.
There will always be days of struggling. Even with us till today, you've got your days of struggling, but just stay positive because there's always light on the end of the tunnel.
Indeed.
And we've seen it every single year.
Oh, yes.
Always keep God first, because God said if you put Him first, all the rest will follow.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Always put God
Amen.
first. Yes, that has been AJ Mack and also Riff Machine. It has been a great interview here on the Midday Talk with Osanelisiwe. And yes, we've been coming to you live from Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape today as of the 5th of August 2022. And we are on 44 minutes past the hour of 1. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being with us. From myself and the Midday Talk team, we are signing out with a song by Fallon, and they are saying greater than yesterday. Good day.